Hi.
Hey. Can you hear this?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sweet. Hi, Anthony.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
Not putting birds of prey.
Mhm.
Ha!
Yeah. Ooh, I did see The Hunt. That one's good.
Was it though?
It was fine. I found it to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Anything with Betty Gilpin.
Oh, what
yes. There we go.
Also, Nat, do you want to do the intro?
I thought you were doing the intro. Okay.
No, I think you should do it for the first one.
Oh, okay. It was this whole thing has been your idea, but okay. Let me try and fix
Yeah.
it. Okay, boys. I'm ready. Boys, I'm excited.
I'm excited too, Natasha. Hello and welcome to our live review of Raya and the Last Dragon. Where are the others? There. Liam.
Hello.
Hello.
You were gonna call us individually to just pop out.
Oh, that was probably a smarter idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to cut a new trailer for season 3 because we got some exciting things happening.
We look like babies.
We do. Wow.
I
Remember that? That was
hair.
wild.
I had short hair there. Look at it now.
I have blue hair. Ew. Okay. Yes. Welcome. We're gonna review Raya and the Last Dragon. It's the new movie on Disney Plus and Premiere Access and all that fun stuff. I'm joined by Liam. Hello, Liam. Father.
Hello.
And Natalia.
Hello.
Okay, who wants to start? And also, yes, welcome to the 4 people watching us live. We're gonna be paying attention to the chat more than usual on this one. It was Anthony's idea to do this live, and I really like it because it saves me editing time, and also we get to interact with you, and we get more views on live. So, I know. Yes, Isaac, George, hello. Okay, George, you haven't seen it, so let's keep this non-spoiler. I think.
Screw you, George.
We can talk spoilers at the end.
Okay.
But yeah. All right. Who wants to start?
I'll start. I have one word. Lesbians!
I was gonna say that. You beat me to it.
I seen the article. Was it someone?
Yousef
Variety?
sent it to us.
Yousef sent it.
I think it was Variety. Yeah.
Variety, yeah. Where Kelly Marie Tran said, obviously, that when she was doing the voice work, she was voicing it as a gay woman. And I was like, not this shit again. Jesus Christ. And then you watch it. And I was like, oh, this is
much lesbian.
Much lesbian. And it's not queer baiting either. It's I would say it's more in line with queer coding.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not specifically said, but
yeah, I mean anybody could tell.
Yeah. So I enjoyed that. Overall, I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was a bit heartwarming. I wasn't expecting it to be good. I was expecting it to bomb, and I think it is still going to bomb. Even though it's getting obviously it's like what's its name? Cinema Score.
Rotten Tomatoes?
No, not Rotten Tomatoes. Cinema Score, the one A. Where I
Yeah.
got the A.
Yes. Yeah.
So even though it's got a good that, and I believe the Rotten Tomatoes is good as well, people just don't care. So I wasn't going to, because I wasn't going to buy this. The only reason I'm getting it is to do this, because obviously with Mulan, it was my goddaughter who wanted to watch it. We share a Disney Plus account, so I was like, right, I'll pay, I'll get it. She doesn't want to say, didn't really want to say this, so I was like, oh,
Shame. It's very
I not
good.
really get it
It
there.
was very poorly advertised,
Yeah.
and also
Well,
putting it up against
there was like a
WandaVision
lack
It was
of
was not
really
smart.
poorly advertised.
And yeah,
Yeah.
what Yousef just said,
Yeah,
putting it up against WandaVision, that was
all like at least Disney Plus had some good content this weekend.
that's true.
I thought overall all the voice work really good. The story really good. It didn't ever feel slow. I always felt like it was going at a good pace, and I didn't feel like I was shortchanged on anything either. I would very much like a series, a Commandra series. I think that would be really interesting, especially for Disney Plus. Obviously, no spoilers, especially, but after the end, I think that would be a really good way to put it. Or you could do like a series based on not the beginning, but like near the beginning. Again, I don't know what to say without. I don't know what to say without the spoilers.
You mean Baby Raya or
because of what Baby Raya does up until she becomes an adult?
Oh, okay.
You could have like a series set in that time frame.
How she gets to there. Gotcha.
Yes, I think you could have a series set in there with not just based on Raya, but based on the whole of Kumandra and like how it's coping and things like that.
There's like
also, but I will
spin-off
quickly just to the chat. Raya. Yes, Judge. I too was also excited for Whitney Houston's Cinderella, and I have also watched that straight after Raya.
There's a Whitney
and that's
Houston
my thoughts
Cinderella?
On
yes, the Rogers
Whitney Houston and Brandy.
Oh.
That is my
with Whoopi Goldberg and Victor
Goldberg. Yes. Isaac, I do agree it needed to get delayed a week. I don't know why they didn't do it. Anthony said during our WandaVision live stream, I don't know if he said it like on air or if we during our talk after, but he said that maybe it was to drive traffic to Disney Plus all on one day so they could have that big number to show investors. Maybe. But
Sorry.
But yeah, I don't know. Natalia, what are your thoughts as a resident lesbian?
As a resident lesbian, I do like how you didn't put air quotes on this like last time. Still mad at you and will forever be mad at you about that for the end of my days.
Mother.
It's okay. I'm happy that Liam said that we can do that. That the idea of a spin-off show, because now that I'm thinking about it, there are like 3, maybe 4 spin-off things that could happen with this show. The world is huge, and they gave us enough exposition and world building to put us in all of these different places. Anyway, about the film, I loved it. This is so good. I was just sitting on my couch and I would just have my little pastry and just with my coffee. It was the best. I watched this morning. I loved it so much. It was so beautiful.
It was pastry.
I don't freaking remember. I was tired and hungry. My mom got me something in a little brown bag and I ate it and it was good. This movie is so beautiful. If you're going to watch it on the biggest screen, super HD. It's so pretty. The action in this, I almost called it a show. The action in this film is so amazing. Everything goes right well with each other. I love the chemistry with all of these characters. I do wish a little bit more. Can you please get off of the counter?
It's a cat. Just let the cat do what the cat's going to do.
That's supposed to be on the kitchen
sink. I'm sure when people are out, it gets in the kitchen sink. Just let it.
It's true. I love this. I do wish a little bit that they fleshed out the characters some. Like, I don't know, something about the main 3, which I'm thinking of as Raya, Sisu, and Namari. I was like, who's the hot woman? They were
undercut.
Yes. They were amazing characters and very fleshed out, but everyone else did kind of feel very sidekicky, and I wanted a little bit more with them. But yeah, I
don't really think there was anything more you could
they
have
didn't
done
really
with
no.
the other ones. Though was the
no,
like,
not really. But
you got the backs without, but like, because I thought that as well. But then when I thought about it, I was like, because more of the boys' backstory would just be view the family.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Them just tell about the family.
They didn't really. Okay, sorry.
And then, and then with the little baby, I would like a little bit more backstory on the baby. Actually, I would like to find out how she got invested with the monkeys.
Yeah, with these monkeys. That could be a little spin-off show.
So that actually, that would have been good. And then I think if you'd have gave more backstory on Tong, that would have just
Benedict Wong.
That would have just been so depressing. Because like all I needed, Cat. It's Cat the Butthole edition. We finally got it.
Yes. Judi Dench, come on in.
I think if we'd have got more Tong backstory, it would have just been so depressing. Like,
and
we got enough.
The movie was already quite depressing as it is. I cried within the first 8 minutes.
Just seeing the elephant was enough Tong backstory. I was like, oh God, that's so sad. Right, get off this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I cried within the first 8 minutes of this film. It's so good.
I cried twice.
Oh my God, it was so good.
It is really
I
good.
want more of it. Everyone looked amazing. I love the characters. Everyone looked good and everyone sounded great. I really liked the voice acting. I did feel a little bit in the beginning that Awkwafina wasn't such a great fit for a second because, I don't know, there was something about it that was like kind of iffy, but as it went on,
I really enjoyed it.
I was into it. As it went on, I was there for it.
Every time when she was get them a gift. It's like, so childish, but I pissed myself every time.
It was good.
It really grew on me. A lot of so good.
Anthony's got a question. Anthony Manzo.
Different Anthony, not our Anthony.
Not our Anthony, yes. This is from the chat. So do you guys think Kelly Marie Tran decides to stay on the animation side of Disney working for Pixar instead of doing live action movies?
No.
Maybe
for a little bit.
Like a redemption.
A little bit.
For her. I mean, she did a great job with this. I didn't expect a voice like that to come out of a cute little Asian girl like her. She had a great freaking voice. Oh my God.
Yeah.
She did do excellent voiceover work.
She did. Everyone in there.
I don't think Star Wars was her fault.
No,
I don't either.
No, absolutely not.
She was given an awful role.
She was. And like you do what you do at the time. But I think Disney's kind of like doing right by her, and I hope that they give her a nice role. I don't think she needs to join Marvel or Star Wars or any of that. So if Disney comes and was like, do more, I think she should say no. But like a Disney live action fairy tale or like a Warner Brothers type of like horror or something, I could see her rocking that.
So Yousef, what are your thoughts?
Yes, thank you, Father.
You're welcome, dickwad.
A plus parenting there.
I think the movie was really good. I really, really, really enjoyed it. Before I get into my thoughts, George said that he's okay with spoilers. So after this, let's talk spoilers a little bit, and then let's talk like business about premiere access and behind the scenes stuff and all that. I think the movie is really good. I really love the animation. It's beautiful. I think Disney has nailed water. Like the water looks so real. I think the character design on everybody was really, really good. I think the voice work on everybody was really, really good. If I had one complaint, I'm really not liking the formula of Disney live action movies, because this was like Frozen.
What,
2.
lesbians?
Well, not just that, but like if you look at every other Disney live action, not live
so it's official.
Disney
Yousef has problems
movie.
with lesbians.
This is live. Don't try to get me canceled. No, what I'm saying is, Disney's Disney's animated movies recently have all been the same. It's just they're kind of like taking the same story and then applying like now it's going to be Southeast Asian, now it's going to be Frozen, and it's starting to get really really repetitive. Like spoilers, I knew that Sisu was going to die because in the last Disney animated movie Olaf died, in the last one somebody else died, and
Olaf
it's
did
just
not
been
have that large of an impact on Sisu.
yeah, but still, you know what? Like, it's still kind of the same story beats and the same thing. They're just adding a different like twist to it every time. So I really, really hope that Disney lets go of that with whatever film they do next because it's starting to get like it's just on the cusp of being like noticeable and annoying. I think with like 2 or 3 more movies, people are gonna start picking up on it.
But hasn't that always been the trope of Disney? I don't think that's a new thing.
Absolutely. They don't like to change things.
I think it's a trope of nearly all animation, not just Disney.
Like the dead parents and all that, like yes, but I think with this and like just looking back at Frozen 2 specifically, the amount of similarities both movies have, they just like took Frozen 2 and added like a Southeast Asian filter on it. Like I understand and it's successful, so go do it, but I'm just saying it's starting to get a little bit repetitive and annoying.
I didn't even notice
to me.
So
me neither. Frozen would be the last thing that I think of.
Well, yeah. I think I'm just smarter than all of you.
I don't think that's it. No. I think the word.
I think my tastes are just better.
Otherwise.
Nitpicking little bastard.
No, I love the movie. I think it's really, really, really good. I'm just saying, going forward, Disney should be careful with that. And like, it's for kids, so
yeah,
that's fine.
They should. But it is for kids, so we've got to remember they're going to make it repetitive because kids like the same thing over and over again. So
this one was just better than what we usually get.
Yeah, exactly. Don't deviate from the formula. That's what keeps kids happy.
And by the way, I loved that they replaced the musical numbers with fight scenes and like really well choreographed fight scenes. That was a really smart idea. That's what they need to do more of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jico, exactly. This live stream is an invitation. We get to talk to all of you. We can't have all of you in the room, but we get to talk with you through the chat. That's why we're doing it live. Yeah. Spoilers. Let's talk spoilers.
It's not for children. Jico, it's for children.
It is for children. Come on. Yes. I don't like when people say animation's for children, but it's for children.
It's for children. Yes, there is adult animation and there's family animation, and but it's animation for children with elements that can engage the whole family.
Yes, 100%. Like it's definitely 4-quadrant, but their main focus, Disney's main focus as a company, Disney have different divisions, right? They're I feel like Disney Animation is their kid division. Disney Pixar is like their, tweens. Is that what you call them? Tweens.
Tween.
Marvel's like their not middle age,
tween
but
to
like
adult.
20. Yeah, like adultish, and then Star Wars is like their older franchise, and 20th Century Fox is even older. Or 20th century now. So I think it makes sense that it's for kids, but yes, it is 4-quadrant.
Yeah.
Okay. Spoiler warning. Don't watch if you don't want spoilers, but still keep watching because we're funny.
The spoilers. I'm trying to think of the spoilers that I really enjoyed.
Sisu died.
Well, yeah, she died.
The thing that I want to talk about this because the thing that I really didn't like about this was, can you stop eating these flowers? My God, sir.
I think Natalia's going to shoot that cat like Namani or whatever she was called.
Today's not. Ugh. Okay. The thing that I didn't like about that was how everyone, well, of course, they're going to have their biases. Everyone was like, oh, it's because of Namari that Sisu's dead. No! Raya was we all knew that Namari wasn't going to shoot Sisu. She's too much of a freaking dragon nerd to do that. And I feel like, para mí, it was more on Raya than it was on Namari.
It was totally on Raya.
It's totally on Raya.
Totally on Raya. Before we continue this, I want to respond to Isaac because he said Pixar is their kids division and everyone else is for quadrant. No. Did you
Incorrect.
see Onward?
Soul.
Disney. Okay.
Soul.
Disney animation. Soul. Yeah, exactly.
Soul alone
no kid's gonna watch.
is not a kids movie. Coco is not a kids movie.
I love Coco.
Yeah. If you, hey Sohail. Hi.
Oh, looking cozy. That'll be me.
Yeah. But like
For
you could
10%
totally
off Udis.
so you can totally stick your kid in front of Raya and it'll be completely fine. But you can't. You show your kids Soul by themselves, they're gonna like get depressed.
They're gonna walk off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like,
I'm not just gonna sit there and watch it.
Exactly. Which is fine. It's Disney's company. They have multiple divisions for multiple different audiences that all coincide.
Yeah.
Back to the review.
Yes. So apart from Sisu dying, I really enjoyed that ongoing, like the ongoing gag with Sisu just basically being completely delusional about how humans work, because she doesn't know. Obviously, it's been 500 years since she was last a boot. That was for you, Yousef. And she doesn't understand that obviously people are assholes. So she's just we'll just turn up, we'll give them a gift. But then even when you think it's not going to go down that route, like towards the end, when you think she's learned, so she's like, we're going to go in, we're going to do this, and we're going to do all this, and then we'll give her a gift. I was just getting,
and then we'll skip away all happy, and the world will be
yes, saved. It just tickled me so much. It was so childish, but I was just getting, I like this.
Really.
I also really liked the kids. The little girl, sorry, with the monkeys. The monkeys weren't
the baby
kids.
And the con baby.
The baby and the monkeys in Talon. I thought the whole Talon scene was really good. I loved how it highlighted how naive Sisu was. With the fact that she let that old lady just fucking trick her into dying. Just because she wanted credit. I'll take this on credit. Like me when I turned 18 and got a credit card.
That was literally me last week. Yeah. I'm trying to remember because what else? I like the kid, the little chef boat.
Oh
yeah.
Forget his name, really but he was great. He had a lot of charisma. Yeah, I'd watch a show with him, like cooking or something. Oh, a cooking show with him? That'd be
like a cooking on the river shore. Oh, that would be lovely.
That'd be great.
But just like random people come on the boat. I like it.
I'd like that.
And I'll have a little section only for dragons.
Oh, that'd be cute.
I like it.
Yeah.
What
Hire
else?
us, Disney, please, Bob, whichever one.
Yeah, both Bobs.
Both
Hello.
Bobs.
Both Bobs, help us.
We have cats.
Benedict Wong. I didn't like Benedict Wong. I thought he was like trying too hard with his voice. Like it was like too wacky and crazy. And Benedict Wong can be really good. Him. He was really good in 9 Days, which is coming out pretty soon. But like this was like weak for me.
I didn't dislike him. I mean, I got what he was going with.
I think I just didn't love what they gave him. Like sometimes his lines felt like too kiddie.
Yeah, but I think it was probably more they were trying to make him the look like the big menacing bad guy, but they can't obviously go too far because again, kids movie.
Kids movie.
So they've got to obviously stop it at some point, and it's difficult to get across the brute aspect while making it kid friendly. So I got what they were doing. I got where they drew the line. I thought the whole story, like when she's goes to, so obviously when the No, not talon. Tongue.
Tongue's the
Where?
guy.
Where?
Spine?
What was
Spine.
No, not the spine, because they were in the spine. So when they were in the spine, and then
Fang.
Fang, that's it.
There we go.
So when Fang turn up, and Raya looks outside, and you see that he's alone. I was just, and then obviously it pans round, and you just see the empty crib with the soft, and I was just heartbroken. I was just like, oh, the poor man.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed his character, but I don't know whether it was more sympathy than actual enjoyment of the character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it sounds like it was more enjoyment. It sounds like it was more sympathy. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I get like my problem with him wasn't really the writing. I mean, the writing kind of like when he kept saying like "dong" and it was like clearly they're trying to swear but like not swear, so they're using kiddie words. That like irritated me a little bit. But I think just the way he delivered his lines weren't my favorite. But that, I never really understood Benedict Wong. Like I don't even like his character in Doctor Strange that much. But what else? The ending. I like, well, not the ending, but like when they were all turned into stone and they're like, trust me.
I know.
I thought it was really well done. And when the rain started to come and you focus on Raya and like the sand started to disappear, I thought it was really well done. But again, it did remind me, I'm sorry, it did remind me a lot of Soul and God, what's that stupid Inside Out and like all and Frozen 2, where you always have that moment where like it kind of goes silent and then the hope comes and everything, which is fine. It was really well done, but it did remind me of that.
But that's literally every movie.
That is, yeah, I'm not gonna hold. I'm saying it's good, but I'm just saying it reminded me of those things, and like it took away from the moment just a teeny bit. I still think that I think this movie is better than Inside Out and is better than Frozen 2.
I thought it was better than Frozen 2, better than Inside Out, better than Soul.
I don't think it's better than Soul.
I thought it was better than Soul. I didn't enjoy Soul. Not as
I remember.
I think it was on par with Coco for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I love Coco.
I loved Coco as well.
Let's look at the chat.
Gave me the feels.
Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. Kelly Marie Tran is such a great actress. If you haven't watched Sorry for Your Loss on Facebook, Facebook does shows. I didn't know that.
What?
Also starring Elizabeth Olsen. What? I highly recommend it. I'm writing that down. Hey, we're not friends. We can't call her Lizzie Olsen.
This?
I know. We're not Lizzie. We're not her.
I'm going to call her Lizzie Olsen because
Sorry for your loss.
Super cool and I get to do these things.
You tore apart her show, sir. So
that doesn't mean I can't call her Lizzie.
Fair enough. And with what happened to her with Star Wars, I assume is Kelly Marie Tran. I think she does decide to stay on animation, just doing voice acting, so she doesn't get bashed again like she did with Star Wars. Star Wars fans suck. I don't think it's a her problem. I think it's a Star Wars fan problem.
Yes, Star Wars fans are the problem. They're all assholes. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Anyone.
No.
They're not all assholes. That's a joke. There is a contingency like there is in all fan bases where people are just dicks.
No, but Star Wars, there's something about that franchise that is much worse than any. Like Marvel fans, don't get me wrong, Marvel fans suck, but Star Wars fans suck even more.
Star Wars have more of them people. So as I said, all of them have a contingency of them. It's just Star Wars has a bigger contingency of them people that have an air of self-importance and arrogance around themselves where they think, well, I think because I'm a true fan of Star Wars, suck a pack of dicks. Like, nobody cares.
This is a kid's review, so maybe let's not say that. But...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, and I think with Star Wars, it's also like there's like different like there's people who are like original, and then there's people who are like sequel, and there's people who like the prequel. So it's all like,
and some of us just like all of it.
Well, some of us like a few of them.
I like all of them.
Last Jedi is Zachariah. I almost pulled a who, but Snyder fans are not the worst. I respect Snyder fans. Snyder fans got shit done. Got stuff done.
Isaac, how do we not know that Facebook did shows? There are too many freaking streaming services.
I'm not 60. What do I look like? I use Facebook all the time. I mean, I do use Facebook all the time, but it's for work. I don't pay attention.
You are constantly on Facebook. Like it, because you're the only person who likes anything that's put on the council's Facebook page.
This is a time to plug the council's Facebook page. Go there.
Council have a Facebook page. I run it.
Yes.
I run it very poorly. The same as I run the Instagram very poorly, but I try. I'm a boomer.
I haven't seen the council Facebook, but I know you're probably doing better on the Instagram than you are on the Facebook.
Everything that goes on the Instagram goes on the Facebook.
Oh, wow.
I DM him the things and then he's like, yes. And then hours later, he posts them.
But he DMs us them like 14 hours beforehand and says, post them at this time. And I'm like,
can you not schedule things?
That's 14 hours time.
I'm not going to wake up like an hour before just so I can give it to you.
You don't need to wait up an hour before. So back to the film.
Yes.
Everyone
let's talk.
Hot.
Yutaka asked the $30 question. Yes, everyone here in this room is very hot. I agree. No, Yutaka asked, is it worth the $30?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, by yourself?
Yes.
Shut up.
No.
I've paid for it by myself.
Yeah. I agree with George. Evan Peters' podcast was the greatest moment. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
The way in which I get the comments late. That's lesbophobic. Okay.
Well,
I think it is
do
worth
and have it open.
Ultimately.
I do.
Yeah,
I have
it
it on one side and I have you guys on the other.
Well done.
Let's talk about the release of the film a little bit. So this was supposed to be theatrical last year. COVID happened. They moved it to March. Then they did a simultaneous. So Mulan was only in theaters, or sorry, only on Premiere Access. This was both theaters and Premiere Access, kind of.
All right, Isaac, stop rubbing it in that you can go to a cinema.
Yeah, come on, Isaac.
Just
Love you,
cruel.
Isaac.
Do you think this will be successful with this model?
No.
But I don't think it's down to this model. I think it's down to the advertisement. I think Disney has done Raya dirty.
I'm talking about this movie specifically, like not the model itself, because we'll talk about Premiere Access, but like the way that Disney released this specific film, do you think it will be successful?
They pulled a Treasure Planet.
Yeah, in the model, it could have been if they'd have advertised it differently. It needed more advertising. It needed better trailers.
It needed to not play on the same day as the WandaVision finale.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just the WandaVision finale, because in theaters, you also had Chaos Walking with Tom Holland stands and Daisy Ridley stands. And then on Prime, you had Coming to America. And I think Land also came out on PVOD and all these different things. So it wasn't like... This week, we got a lot of content.
It should have been pushed back a week, or it should have been brought forward a week.
It got Treasure Planeted. For those of you who don't get that, Treasure Planet is amazing. Disney.
Why do you guys think Isaac? It did need better trailers. Let's come on. Disney's the worst company when it comes to trailers. Whoever cuts their trailers suck. Like Warner Brothers knows how to advertise.
We wouldn't be having the conversation of, is this possibly going to flop if Disney did better trailers? Because it wouldn't take people actually watching the movie to think that it's going to be good.
Yeah.
If the right stuff was shown in the trailers, people would be interested in it. And they're not. So it needs better trailers.
I mean, like, say what you will about Tom and Jerry or the Snyder Cut, but those had good trailers and those succeeded amazingly. Despite Tom and Jerry not being a very good film, it still is on track. It's still probably going to do better than Raya opening weekend, because for opening weekend box office, Raya got 2.5 on Friday.
Raya will just for 8. Pass it by 1.25.
Pass which one?
Tom and Jerry. So they're saying that Tom and Jerry will be
Really?
thought. Yeah. I got sent it before.
Because I have it in front of me. Apparently,
George,
it's
we'll do what we want. As a gay man, George, I can silence a woman. Yousef can't, but I can.
Yeah. Deadline says that it's on course to make 10 million this weekend, and I believe Tom and Jerry opened with 12. Did it not?
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. No, I meant just this weekend because people thought Tom and Jerry was still going to because of the because of the amount that it made. People thought Tom and Jerry would still end up being number one at the box office over Raya.
Yeah.
But now it's looking like, as of today, they were a bit hot off the gun, but it will be a close call for number one.
Yes.
I was trying
And
to
just so
find it.
everybody's clear, Natalia has left to feed her cat, not because she hates us.
Natalia's feeding cats,
Yes.
kids, the kids as she calls them.
The children.
Yes, the children.
Now Disney really botched the theatrical release of this film because Cinemark refused to play it. Cineplex here in Canada, like if we were open, I still would not be able to see Raya and the Last Dragon because Disney, I don't know the exact like terms of the deal because I'm not working there right now, but I suspect it's similar to what they did with The Lion King and with Last Jedi, where they're like, we want all the money, screw you, don't play it. And I think right now they're like, okay.
Which has shot themselves in the foot because they're now not playing and it's not doing as well. It's getting outpaced by fucking Tom and Jerry. Like, that shouldn't be happening, but they've done it to themselves.
They really did. I think Warner
Yes,
Brothers
they are.
Yes, they are. But they're always at Natalia's house. I don't know. Every day she was like,
"No,
look
I think
at this animal."
I think this is our neighbor's house.
Is it? Oh, it's a nice house. I like that.
I think she's in the neighbor's house. Yeah.
Okay, so George asked the question that I wanted to ask, which is, do you think Premier Access is ever going to work? Does Black Widow need to be PA to prove the model works?
Yes. I think Black Widow on Premier Access would make them a fortune. It would make them all the money.
I think Premier Access is not the problem. I think I've said this from the beginning, Premier Access is the best business decision that Disney has ever made. It's genius. I love it. Even the price, it's a fair price for a family subscription service, considering how cheap Disney Plus is. Yutaka, Warner pissed off talent, Disney pissed off distributors. Warner pissed off talent in the beginning, but I think because they were going through a little bit of a change up, I think, and they were a little bit gun happy or whatever the phrase is, trigger happy.
Gung ho.
But I think there we go. But I think they're fixing those relationships. Warner Brothers is a phenomenal studio when it comes to relationships with everybody. Disney just is out for themselves, which is fine because they're successful. And Zachariah 10 to 15 is way too cheap for Premier Access. I think Premier Access works at the price. It works, but with the first movie they had Mulan, they completely botched that. The movie was bad. They had all the controversy. So I do agree that it wasn't the model, it was the movie. I think this one, it's having it in front of WandaVision's finale. I think it's poor advertising. I think it's bad timing. And I think it's pissing off the movie theaters with their terms. I think if they do this with Black Widow, they need to realize that movie theaters don't need them that much. I think they should like step back on their restrictions a little bit because they're going to make a lot of money off of Premier Access. And I think a lot of people would rather see it in a movie theater. Well, not a lot of people, but I feel like it'll be a good mix of money. Like they're going to make a fortune. If they do it. But do you think they will do it? Because
I don't know.
Because what is Bob Chapek going to say? He's going to walk in with his testicle head and then what? He can't go in front of them and be like, I botched it twice. Let me do it again. Like, he screwed up. Twice.
he has completely screwed it up for them, and I think if he hadn't screwed it up by messing up obviously with Mulan, well, technically Bob Iger messed up Mulan because Mulan happened under his watch.
Yeah.
As for obviously this one, this is all him. It's under his watch. He's allowed crappy trailers to go out. He's allowed crappy advertisements to go out. He's allowed not enough advertisement to go out. So I think it is all basically down to him.
I think it's arrogance on his part because he's like, why do I need to advertise? Why do I need to do this? And I don't understand why they didn't release it next week. Wouldn't it be so smart to have WandaVision finale, Raya, and then Winter Soldier premiere? Like it would be 3 huge weekends. But
that would have gave them the top content 3 weekends in a row. But instead, they got great. What have they got next weekend? Nout. They've got nothing next weekend.
They got that behind the scenes, but people are already mad at WandaVision. So, like, with all due respect, I don't think people are gonna watch that.
Brian,
they messed it up. They've completely messed it up, and it's a shame because it's such a good movie. It deserved better. And I think if it had been a success, we would have seen Black Widow on Premiere Access, but I don't think we are going to now. I think because they've messed it up twice, they're just going to say, you know what, nah.
Yeah, I think Kevin Feige's going to hold Black Widow so tightly.
Yep.
And I don't think Cruella, there's something contractual because there's no way they haven't announced it yet because that's the perfect Premiere Access movie. I think Emma Stone is like, it has to be in theaters. Something's happening. Movie.
Which is strange considering they've somehow managed to strong arm Tom Hanks in, what do you call it?
Pinocchio?
Yeah, they've somehow managed to strong arm Pinocchio onto Disney Plus.
But that hasn't gone into production yet. Yeah, but
it has a much bigger cast.
Put it in there. But the difference is Emma Stone signed and shot the movie before it was. So they can still go in their contracts, like with Cynthia Erivo and everything. And with all due respect to Cynthia Erivo and Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Keegan-Michael Key, they're not like, they're good, but they're not above doing
they're not above doing a streaming service. I just meant like Tom Hanks.
Has it?
Tom Hanks got a lot of money.
Yeah, fine.
Has it officially been confirmed that Cynthia Erivo is going to be playing the Blue Fairy?
Yeah. When they did the announcement of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, they announced everybody, but everybody only focused on Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
which was a shame.
What's a shame?
But I'm confused because I thought Cynthia Erivo we're not supposed to like.
I love Cynthia Erivo.
I think you're referring to the comments that she made regarding Harriet. Is that it?
I don't even think it was before that. People are mad that a Brit is playing an American.
Well, that's not her fault.
That's not her fault. All right, okay.
That's on the casting director.
Yeah. All right.
We all know.
I didn't realize that was the issue.
He knows exactly what I'm going to mention when I talk about casting directors.
Yeah. And Zachariah, he's saying, I'm hoping Black Widow moves the rest of the MCU. I need Batman to make money. Black Widow cannot move.
No.
Because Falcon and Winter Soldier, it cannot move. Maybe by like a couple weeks, but it cannot go to July. I'm telling you that now. And if it does, I'm going to be really surprised because that means they changed a lot of things.
Well, apparently because obviously Falcon and the Winter Soldier is coming out first now, and it was supposed to be a case of it couldn't come out first because there's supposed to be something in it that links to Black Widow, and Falcon is going to be finished by the time Black Widow starts.
But I think the lead-in is going to be...
So apparently
Black Widow takes place in the past.
Yes, but somebody's already... Yeah. I'm sure it's already been said that the ties to Black Widow have been taken out so that they could move.
I don't think they've been taken out. I think they've been rearranged because they were... Last I heard, the plot of Black Widow is like setting up Falcon and Winter Soldier. Obviously, that's not the case anymore because Falcon's coming out first. but I think that there is still going to be a connection that says right after Falcon and Winter Soldier, see Black Widow. It'll be like that push because there's only going to be like a week or a couple weeks in between them, right?
Yeah.
No, be more than that.
I don't know.
Would it be more than that? I know good math.
Time is fake.
What time? What time? what date does thingy come out?
I don't know.
Which
What's
one?
thingy?
Black Widow. So
Black Widow comes out May 6th.
5, 6. So there'd be 2 weeks in between.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Not
that would make
bad.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Florence Pugh
Yes,
is in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That's what I heard, but I heard her scenes had been removed.
Maybe. And Zachariah, we're waiting a year for Doctor Strange 2 after WandaVision. WandaVision clearly was reworked. I think we can all agree. And it also apparently connects to Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm holding my breath on that because I just cannot trust anything right now. I'm like Raya, I have trust issues. But
Sure.
I also think Black Widow's been moved way too much. People don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like Natasha's dead. You know, she can go live on as a tree or an Asian person or something, but she's gone. So they just need to get this movie out as fast as they can.
I thought she was turning into a trans person next.
Maybe.
No, we forced her out of that.
Oh, good. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can move on to trees. All right, that's fine then. Natalia, you were away for our discussion. What do you think about Premiere Access? Do you think it would have worked on this? Do you think this film, taken out obviously the bad advertising, do you think this could have worked if it had good advertising?
If it had good advertising and if it was coming out next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Back to Black Widow for a second, because if Falcon and Winter Soldier is coming out on Disney Plus, 2 weeks later you have Black Widow. I think it would be, because the UK isn't opening movie theaters till May 17th.
May 17th, yeah. May 17th.
I think instead of pushing it, they should just like Bob Chapek needs to go in there to Kevin Feige and like do whatever he needs to get Black Widow on Premiere Access, because having, I think, the 2 weeks in between and have the Disney Legends or Marvel Legends thing about Black Widow come out and just have people riding that Disney Plus high for Marvel would really benefit Black Widow. Because people are already on the service watching Marvel content. People already subscribe to the service watching Marvel content. So I think it's a great marketing thing to say, come back 2 weeks later to watch Black Widow or see it in theaters. And people are, Anthony's going to do both 4 times. Joseph's going to do both 37 times. So like,
I think
even if it's shit, they'll tell us it's all good. So with the Miss America pageant answers.
How you doing, Liam?
Yeah.
Can we talk about this film that we love so much more?
Well, I did try to get us back on track, but
okay,
mine.
Raya.
So it has dragons. I thought the design on the dragons was beautiful.
I thought they were beautiful. I liked how all of the dragons were kind of in the blue color family. And they were all water-based, which makes me think that, if we do want to do another spin-off show, that we can do it based off of another land, of another dragon with another elemental power. Again,
I don't think they were all water-based. I think Raya's water-based, but I think they use, because they don't have wings, so they can't fly, so they use the rain. They use water to like thingy to fly.
No, I get that.
But I think because but it was clear that they all had a different power.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
but they were all water based.
what?
No, yes, they were.
No, they weren't.
We have rain.
One of them was a fucking shapeshifter.
Oh wait, yeah.
That's
Oh,
not water
But
based.
the body is water. The body is
The
water.
body
Oh
is
fuck me!
water.
So's a cucumber. Jesus.
I really liked it. I liked how all the dragons looked pretty. The thing that
Like how
like
the
threw me
dragons were
off a
really
little
pretty
bit.
though. Oh, go
The
on.
thing that threw me
Sorry.
off a little bit with Sisu, because she was the one that we saw the most, obviously, because she's our main dragon. I didn't like how they made her look still very humanized. Like, that's weird. Why does she have eyelashes? I'm confused.
She looks
Like,
exactly
Did she
like
have-
Aquafina.
She did.
She has Aquafina's face, but blue.
Yes.
I did love her in a human form as well. When she
Yeah.
was when they were running
Hi,
away
George!
and she was running on all fours.
Yes.
She was like two
That was
legs.
good.
So I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Oh, goodbye,
The
George.
chemistry between Raya and
Sisu.
what's her face? Sisu was incredible.
Sisu. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I think all the cast across the board had good chemistry when it came to interactions.
Mhm.
I just really found the dragons so beautiful to look at, and I found them very regionally appropriate as well, which was good.
I do feel like
Yes.
her concept art when we first saw her, when we first saw
Looked better.
Sisu, I felt like that was closer to the more Southeast Asian.
Yeah, but they have to
Right.
obviously, like, the concept art obviously is going to differ, and I think they do have to they had to make it more animated, if that makes sense. Yeah, like I don't think she was massively different from that.
Yeah.
I think she was just a different color.
Yeah.
They also changed the lead
And then-
actress.
Oh my God, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Who was it originally, and why?
I think she had to drop out for like because of things.
Hey,
What's it called?
Google it.
Timing.
Life.
Schedule.
Life.
No, sorry, I was just reading. And Alan Tudyk is in this Tuk Tuk, and Ross Butler's in this. What the hell?
What? Leo?
I noticed it was Ryan Tudyk as Tuk Tuk. Alan Tudyk, sorry. Right.
Alan Tudyk. The man went to Julia.
Alan.
Look at him go.
And his biggest characters to date are a chicken and a Tuk Tuk.
And a Tuk Tuk.
Yeah. Cassie Steele, thank you, Isaac. I still don't know who that is, but
I don't.
Oh, she's Canadian.
Tuk
Wow.
Tuk
Wow, way to
was
go.
so bloody cute.
Adorable little baby Tuk Tuk and big Tuk Tuk. So
He was
cute.
adorable.
So cute.
Like at the beginning, when they get to the end of the river and they go into the shipwreck, and he like starts to waddle forward to go in with her, and then the wood like stops him, and he's like,
I have an article here in front of me. Apparently the change between Cassie Steele and Raya, or what's her face, Kelly. I'm a mess today. The producer said, quote, "There was a change to Raya's character. The original voice actress was wonderful, and she was a perfect fit for Raya then, but the character changed a lot, so it was necessary to shift the voice. AKA, she did a horrible job, and we wanted to get rid of her."
I now want to know what Raya's character was like originally, because she seems like a
She was like this originally,
badass.
let's be honest.
Yeah.
It was just
like,
that Cassie person did a shit job.
Yeah. Why are you climbing everywhere?
Because it's a cat, Natalia. That's what cats do.
I know. But he has never jumped to all of these spaces. I feel
he's exploring. He's a cat.
He's exploring.
Okay, we're starting to fall apart here.
Yes.
What else do we want to say? Thank you to the 40 people that have like come in and out and the 6 people that are still here.
I love the world.
Thank you.
Let's talk about really quickly just where do we think this is going to go, and then we'll wrap it up. So do you think there's going to be a sequel, which I think a streaming show focused on the dragons is like where they need to go.
I think a streaming show of some sort.
I do believe in. I think a streaming show is the most successful option they would have.
Yeah,
but I don't think it should focus on the
Liam's
dragons.
idea before of like the time in between like the 6 years. I don't care.
Yes, I think it should be that. I think it should be learning what happened to the land.
I think that
would be a good show.
They turned to stone. What is there to?
I want to see animated bitches turn to stone.
Fair enough.
I want to find out how all of the spine became stone.
Yeah.
Was it through arrogance? Was it through like what was it? Like did they just purposefully cause that to happen by not moving? Did they think they could fight them off? Did they not believe other people when they said
we need answers, Robert?
The water. I think a show focused on all of the different lands during that time period would be a good option to go with. I also think one said 500 years prior when it was the dragons.
Yes,
I think that would be a good show.
I
think the dragon.
Or
I think
just
the one
something
just
with
based now.
with Kelly and Awkwafina. I want both of them to come back. Both of them would come back because they're not doing anything.
Awkwafina's in a lot of things. I just don't think anyone realizes.
Yeah,
she is in a lot of things, but like she'll do streaming, and it's Disney, and it's
I think that it still would be good.
Yeah,
but I would like that chunk of time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to focus on Raya. I want it to focus on the rest of the land.
Ooh, I could see that.
What are you oohing about? I said that.
Oh, did you? I wasn't listening.
That's what I was saying. So that's what in that chunk of time, I don't want it to that chunk of time to focus on Raya. I want that.
This whole time I thought you were like focusing on little Raya.
No. I don't give a shit about little Raya.
Okay.
That cat farts on Natalia. I am going to piss myself. I wanted to focus on all of the other lands during that time.
I want to focus on all of the other lands, period.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. That would be interesting. But I do also want Kelly and what's her face, Awkwafina, to come back.
But I don't think they'll get a sequel.
They're not gonna get. There's no way. This is not financially successful. Yeah.
No.
It's going to take a lot. I think we could possibly get something down the line once this is on for free.
Isaac,
but
we'll start picking it up.
Even if it goes on for free, it'll still be a streaming thing because it did not financially make money theatrically.
Oh yeah,
so there's no point.
I didn't mean. I didn't mean they'll get a sequel. I just meant we're not going to get anything at all.
Oh yeah. I mean, look how long it's taken to get anything from The Princess and the Frog and Moana, which are really good films.
Yeah.
That made more money than this.
But it took for them to be added to Disney Plus for Disney to say, "Oh shit, people actually like this."
Them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Isaac asked, "How about?"
I think that's not going to happen with this. I'm listening.
Isaac asked, "How about an Amari-centric show, an Amari-centric series?" And my little gay heart really loves it when a woman and her swords just. So yes, please, thank you.
That's Gemma Chan, yes.
I think that would be. Yeah, I think that would be quite boring.
To do it. Yeah. I would like to see Amari come
lesbian
back if Disney
roaming the world for a bit.
I think I would like to see Raya and Namari as a couple in one of these shows come back, even if it's like a thing in the background or something. Yeah. Because Disney is taking that risk on streaming. They added Love Victor to Disney Plus here at least. And we got that out short, so maybe they could do it.
Maybe we can get some lesbians.
Yeah, and Kelly Marie Tran, it's out there. She said it. Yeah. Vanity Fair posted it, so it's out there. There's no hiding from it.
Yeah, Charlotte said, if it could gain popularity over time like Moana has, it has huge potential. And yeah, that's that's what I meant. Like, but I think it's going to take for it to go free.
Oh yeah, it has to be free.
I don't think it's going to get popularity while it's still Premier Access.
There's no. And I also don't think it's going to gain the level of popularity of Moana, because the big selling point of that was the music. And I think the problem when you do something like, I love the action, but when you have a musical like Frozen and Moana, what made those movies so successful, and any of the Disney movies from before, was the music that people can go and listen and do all that. And this doesn't have it. So yes, I think it'll be successful, but I think it'll be more of a Mulan, the animated success, than it will Moana, because of the fighting rather than the singing.
I did love the score though. Everything about this movie is beautiful.
It is. It really is.
It really is.
You know what it could be? It could be more in line with Zootopia.
Ooh.
Has anything come out of Zootopia though?
I love Zootopia so much.
It was a
5-year anniversary.
Zootopia is
Zootopia Plus. Zootopia Plus. We forgot about that. They're doing a whole show.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So we could get something like that further down the line.
Yeah.
Give it another 5 years?
Kumandra Plus. That's what we're getting.
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna because Isaac earlier said something about building a Kumandra in Disneyland. I don't think they will. I think they'll like add like a boat restaurant with the kid or something, but I don't think they'll build a full-on land for anything.
Yeah, there's not enough for them to build a full land yet.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to ever be popular.
A tuk-tuk ride? Can you imagine that?
Oh my god!
That would be so fun.
You get on a... I'd do that. Yeah.
I would totally ride tuk-tuk.
Isaac says, see more of the politics of Kumandra. We don't need a prequel like Star Wars or just a bunch of politics. Could you imagine like a debate between like whoever their presidential candidates
We're going
are?
To the Kumandra Senate.
Yeah, Kumandra CPAC, let's go.
I call for a vote of no confidence in the Supreme Chancellor of Kumandra.
I don't think it's a Zootopia sequel, Isaac. I think it's a streaming show.
Yeah, I think they're doing it.
Yeah, it's Zootopia. It's Zootopia Plus.
Yeah. Okay, let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap. Oh my god, let's do it like Hairspray. Time to wrap this but
I've never seen Hairspray.
Go on.
I've never seen Hairspray.
Every day.
I know.
Every day.
I just finished Cobra Kai, so I'm gonna start watching it to sin now that Cobra Kai's on. By the way, watching Cobra Kai and then Raya was like funny to me because they use a lot of the same fighting.
Continue to talk about Cobra Kai after you've just announced that you haven't watched Hairspray. I will figure out a way to ruin science, break through this camera, and slap you. Close this shit down. I don't want to hear about your Cobra Kai bollocks.
Cobra Kai wasn't even that good. I just kept watching it. I don't know why. Okay. Yes, thank you everybody for joining us live for this review of the movie. What was it called? Raya and the Last Dragon.
Raya and the Last Dragon.
Wow.
Which is now available in theaters, select theaters, and Disney Plus on Premier Access. Cobra Kai is available on Netflix if you want to
Don't watch it because it's Cobra Kai and it's shit. Go watch Raya. Go pay $30 and watch Raya instead.
Yes,
much
I agree
better.
with that.
Much better.
Yes, much better. We will be back for season 3 on March 9th, Tuesday. This Tuesday. We will come back for season 3
really on
of
top
the
of
council.
it today, ain't he?
I know. We got two new hosts joining us, Charlotte and Jack. We've already scared them off, but that's okay.
Constance and Jack.
What did I say?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, we all know that you're going to end up being a guest at some point. He was speaking it into
because I was just talking to Charlotte about guesting, and we were literally just talking about how great Constance was. How could I? Okay. Constance and Jack, season 3 of The Council. We're going to be back on Tuesday with new episodes every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Subscribe to this channel, click the bell, and like for more live streams and videos. Let us know if you like this format, because I like this format. I like the live thingy. Yeah. And we're already down to 2 viewers because we said we'll wrap this up. Follow us on Twitter.
I know
at
Isaac
The Council
is the
Pod.
here.
And Instagram at _Council Pod. We have a TikTok coming up pretty soon. We have a Facebook. I don't know the link, but we have it.
I'm going to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
I'm a savage.
And okay.
I'm not.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh hey, thanks for watching. And remember, full episodes are available wherever you get your podcasts.
With new episodes Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, links in the description box.
And be sure to subscribe and hit that bell to stay caught up to date with The Council.
Boys.